Hello everybody, and welcome to another Vintage Cube video. We have a medium pack to start. Glenalundra is an excellent blue interactive card. Almost always card advantage. It counters key spells a lot of the times. It can even just trade with a flyer in a pinch. Really solid card. Tropical Island is good. Not the best blue fetchable land, but anytime you get a blue fetchable land to start, that's not too bad. I really like Pest Infestation. I don't think I want to first pick it, but it's extremely strong in this format with tons of powerful artifacts and enchantments. And then there's Grizzlebrand. And honestly, I think I like taking the Grizzlebrand here. It's the best card, the best reanimation target. It's also good with sneak attack. It's just hard castable in some builds of control. Yeah, I think I like taking the Grizzlebrand here. If the Tropical Island was a better... I might have taken Rogran Triome first pick, but I think Grizzlebrand's a bit better. Okay, now we could just take Shallow Grave, sort of lean towards Reanimator. There's also Bloodstained Mire, if we want to be doing some splashes. Red can help with Reanimator for cards like Duretti and Faithless Looting. But I think I like just taking the Shallow Grave here. It's one of the solid removal reanimation spells. It's not good with stuff like Iona, but it's very good with Grizzlebrand. Arguably better than a normal Reanimate with Grizzlebrand, and obviously much better with the Eldrazi. So I think that might be the move. I wouldn't fault someone for taking Bloodstained Mire. You could even take Myr Battlesphere, but yeah, I'll take the Shallow Grave. Okay, Library of Alexandria is good, but I think we want to take Vampiric Tutor here. Tutor is excellent in combo decks. It's not as good if you're just playing a mid-range deck or a control deck, but here, finding the key card is really, really nice. Other good cards in the pack, Layla. Just a absolutely busted card. It looks pretty good from here, but it's way better than it looks. It hits for 3 damage immediately. It's card advantage. It grows to be the biggest creature on the board. Just a great card. Library, like I said. Smuggler's Copter loots. Satoru is not very good, but it is sort of a reanimator card. If you have Grizzlebrand and something like Baleful Strix, then you can ninjutsu your huge thing into play for 4, but it's a little bit narrow. I definitely want to take the Vampiric Tutor here. Okay. Well, we should probably take the Mind Twist. Dak Faden is one of the best cards in the whole format. This card is phenomenal. And it's also a good enabler for a Reanimator, but it stretches the mana pretty thin. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is also a solid Reanimator card. It lets you discard Grizzlebrand and draw cards. So I would take one of these two over like a medium black card, like a normal removal spell or something, but Mind Twist is quite good. So let's take this. It'll be better if we get stuff, well, like Moxen. Also Dark Ritual, but just a really solid card. Okay. Now we have a couple options. One is Tendrils. You actually can play... Grizzlebrand is really good with Tendrils. If you can draw so many cards, it's pretty easy to get a bit of Storm going, especially if you get a few Rituals. We could take Murderous Rider just as a solid mid-range card. Or we could take Oath of Druids, which is kind of interesting. We don't have any fixing for black-green right now, but Oath is excellent in Reanimator. If we're playing like no creatures other than 3 or 4 reanimation targets, Oath is very strong. It's awkward. You can't really play it alongside Recurring Nightmare. But I think I like that, actually. Yeah, let's speculate on the Oath. It may not make the cut. Well, and of course now we get the Recurring Nightmare, which I do think is the pick. Ravenous Chupacabra is good too, but yeah, let's take the Recurring Nightmare. So we'll see about the Oath. May or may not make the cut. Now we can take Dark Ritual or Custody Lich or Scarab God. I think I like taking the Ritual, though. Yeah, this card is very powerful. It sets up some broken early turns. Now we get... This is a black-green land, and this is a good removal spot. Ooh, but Iona. We might need to get the Iona. This is one of the best reanimation targets. Yeah, I don't think I can pass Iona. I love this card. So we'll see. Not going to play the Oath and the Recurring Nightmare. Depending on how the rest of the draft goes, we'll determine which one we do. If we got some decent green-black fixing, notable, we did just pass a green-black dual end. But if we got some green-black fixing and got like some salt like Maelstrom Pulse, decent removal spells, we can go in that route. If we get more like Putrid Imp, Una's Prowler, things of that nature, then we'll go with Recurring Nightmare instead. So the best card for us to get, let's see, we have 8, so now we're going back to our initial pack. But the best card for us to get in the next pack would be Entomb. Entomb is very good. And then just more cheap reanimation spells. Shallow Grave does not work with Iona, unfortunately. Okay, interesting. We could take Nighthawk Scavenger or Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan is more, it's like a combo piece, whereas this is just like a solid mid-range beater. I think I like Inferno Titan a little bit more. Nighthawk Scavenger is just like kind of underwhelming. Good against aggressive decks, like good against mono red, but it still dies to Bolt, and we have like our general plan of putting Grizzlebrand into play is already good against them. Yeah, I'll take the Inferno Titan. Okay, Bone Shredder. That's really good with Recurring Nightmare. If we could somehow wield the Ravenous Chupacabra, that would be pretty sweet. Okay, nothing for us here. I guess we'll take this Toro, but I'm not planning on playing this card. Okay, I don't think we need Scrap Heap Scrounger. Just take a solid removal spell. It's not great, but it's not too bad. 2 mana, just destroy anything. Sorcery Speed is a bit of a burden, but that's fine. Ooh, Murderous Rider on the Wheel. I like that. Karmic Guide is a reanimation spell, but that's we're not going that deep. All right, so I don't think we're playing Oath. We're probably going to... Nice, that wheel. That's actually huge. So probably going to try to play just a straight-up mono-black Reanimator deck. Okay, what do we have here? Doughty Voidwalker is just a good card. Not particularly synergistic with our plan, but it's quite good. Blightsteel Colossus doesn't work, unfortunately. This doesn't go to the graveyard. Wormcoil Engine's fine. Wasteland is good. Then there's Corpse Dance. I think we take the Wasteland and try to wheel Corpse Dance. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to have way too many playables. We already have 12 spells we want to play. Black is really open. I think Corpse Dance should come around. Basically, it's just do we want to take Wasteland and Corpse Dance or Voidwalker and Corpse Dance? And Voidwalker is extremely strong, but I think a really solid upgrade to the mana base that has almost no downside is more valuable than a spell that will be only marginally better than our 23rd spell. Whoa. Well, there's a Strip Mine, so I think we take that for the same reason. That is pretty good. Karakas is also good, but Strip Mine's better. Ooh, now we get Collective Brutality. I like that a lot. One weakness of the deck right now is we don't have many ways to discard cards from our hand. We actually have none. So, yeah, definitely got to take the Brutality. Not much else here is too good. I would take Nurturing Peatland if there was no Collective Brutality here, just as another upgrade to the mana base, but this is a really solid pickup. And now we can take... Ashen Rider's an okay reanimation target. Ashiok is a great card, but let's take the Wishclaw Talisman. Alright, really looking for some more reanimation, or discard outlets. Woodfall Primus is a pretty good reanimation target, especially with Recurring Nightmare. But I honestly think I'm going to take Mishra's Factory here. Yeah, let's do that. I really like having various value lands in these sorts of decks that are monocolored, and this is also good with Recurring Nightmare. And now we get a Grave Titan. That's quite a bit better than Inferno Titan here. Another thing that we're lacking a bit right now is discard spells. Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek, Duress, things of that nature. This is close. Sundering Titan is an excellent reanimation target, but I think we got to take the Bazaar of Baghdad here. There's a chance it comes around and is the last card. But there's also a good chance it's Tidehollow Sculler. And while Sundering Titan is good, I guess we have Iona that's good against the monocolor decks, and so having Sundering Titan as a card that's good against multicolor decks would be really nice. It's too bad these are together. I'd take Sundering Titan over an average black card, but Bazaar of Baghdad is very important for a deck that has a clear weakness of no discard outlets. Okay, let's take Gonti now. Just a solid value play that's good with the Recurring Nightmare. Both of the black cards came around, no surprise. I think I like Corpse Dance a bit more. Although I do love Doughty Voidwalker. Not too much force here. I don't like Unburial Rites particularly. If we could be a weird Birthing Pod deck, maybe. We have some good 3s, good 4s, not many 2s. Potting like Grizzlebrand and Iona seems like probably not necessary. Alternatively, we could just take Unburial Rites. We have no white sources at the moment, though. I don't think Pod or Hullbreaker Horror is worth it, so I'll speculate on that. Probably won't play it, but there's a world where we do. Now we can take a Hangerback Walker just as a decent value play that we can stack to Recurring Nightmare. Okay, Ashen Rider. I don't think we're a Braids deck particularly, but Ashen Rider is nice. Now we get both of these black cards on the wheel. I think I like Woe Strider slightly more. Hexmage is good interaction against some decks, but Woe Strider makes multiple bodies and it uses our graveyard well. Like if we have Bazaar going, we'll fill the graveyard very quickly, and Woe Strider is a way to use that. I'll take a sword. Lodestone Golem. Not expecting to see that last, actually, but sure. Okay, we got a Mox versus Pack Rat versus Knight's Whisper. We're going to take the Mox, and then hope to wheel Pack Rat. I think there's a good chance it will come around. It's almost guaranteed that one of the two black cards will come around, and either one would be good. I'd rather Pack Rat because, like I've mentioned, we are low on discard outlets, but yeah, this seems fun. And this is a great deck for Mox. We have a lot of good uses of colorless mana. So we'll take that very happily. And then we get past an on-color Mox. Deal. We will definitely be taking that. Shriekmaw would be good. Hopefully that will come around. This is just a broken card, but we can't play that in this deck. Mutavault could be good, but pretty easy Mox. Interesting. So now we have Dismember, Probe, and Putrid Imp. Putrid Imp is the card that I want the most, because it's a discard outlet and it's good with Recurring Nightmare. But I think I like taking Probe here first, and there's almost no way someone else takes Putrid Imp. Reanimator is super open, Black is super open. Yeah, I think we can afford to wheel this. Now we get Snuff Out, or Bad Reanimation card, or Takenuma. Also Scrubland, which is good with the Unburial Rites, but I think Takenuma is better. Yeah, let's take that. Bloodghast, Makeshift Mannequin. That's really it. Let's take the Makeshift Mannequin. Bloodghast is not that good. Actually, it's good in some decks, but this isn't a deck that uses it particularly well. It's good with Recurring Nightmare, but I think I actually really like having a huge density of reanimation spells, especially since we have 4 pretty good reanimation targets. So we'll take that. Now we have quite a decision. Imperial Seal versus Inquisition of Kozilek. I think we got to go with the Inquisition. I do love redundancy and tutors, but having some interaction is key, and yeah, I think we just got to take the Inquisition here. Duress, sweet. Emrakul's fine. Massacre Worm is good in some matchups, but let's take the Duress. Can we get an Entomb in our last new pack? This is probably going to be 15 lands plus 2 Mox. Okay, so we get Bone Charge. That's not an Entomb, but it's a good discard outlet. Very happy to see that. So we're hoping to wheel Putrid Imp. That's the only card that we really wanted to wheel. And what are the cuts here? Because we do need to make some. Well, if we got no more wheels... Oh, Pack Rat came around. That's pretty sweet. Let's take that. Now we'll take a Mutavault. Is this too many colorless lands? I think it's fine. Putrid Imp did wheel. Now we can cut the Hangerback Walker. We can cut some of the worse removal spells. Snuff Out's pretty good. We'll move that to the board, though. Bloodghast also to the board. I think I do want the Bone Shredder. I like Murderous Rider, Woe Strider. All these creatures seem pretty good. We could cut one of the reanimation targets potentially. I actually think I'm not going to play Volrath Stronghold because we have so many other colorless lands. What's the cut here? I don't want to cut Gonti. Maybe just Ashen Rider. And then if we played 9 basics, that would be 15 lands, but some of them don't really count. Like Strip Mine and Wasteland are both only kind of lands, and Bazaar doesn't add mana. So maybe we cut Makeshift Mannequin and play 10 Swamps. Yeah, I think this is probably the best way to run it. This deck looks sweet. We don't have the cards reanimate. Well, actually, wait. How many reanimation spells do we have? Shallow Grave, Corpse Dance, Recurring Nightmare. Iona's actually not even good here. Let's cut Iona, bring in Ashen Rider, and then maybe try to play Makeshift Mannequin. No, let's run like this. And then we can bring in Iona against some decks. But the fact that like Iona's not at all good with either of Corpse Dance and Shallow Grave. So I think this is probably a slightly better way to run it. Yeah, this deck seems sweet. I'll submit like this and see you in round 1. Alright, we have our round 1 opponent with Mono Black Shallow Grave. Hoping to get some quick Griselbrands into play. Alright, we get to go first against Kirk Bros 1. And this hand seems good. So we can go turn 1 Vampiric Tutor. Oh, we can actually go... Well, we can go turn 1 Vampiric Tutor for Shallow Grave. Turn 2 Dark Ritual, Collective Brutality, Shallow Grave. Alternatively, we could go turn 1 Dark Ritual, Collective Brutality. To take out the... Or to take a look at the hand on turn 1. No, I think we're going to hold off on turn 1. What if they have Thoughtseize? Yeah, let's go for this on turn 1. So turn 1, Dark Ritual, Collective Brutality, Vampiric Tutor. So cast with 2 modes. Targeting you and you. Discarding Griselbrand. Okay, we don't hit anything, but this is fine. Their hand, this is just a terrible hand. They should not have kept this. Vampiric Tutor for Shallow Grave. Land, Shallow Grave. I'm going to draw cards now in case we hit something that changes things somehow. I don't think we will. Okay. Swing. Do we want to pay 7 life again? Yeah, I think we do. And then we can discard a bunch of cards to hand size and bring them back next turn. Hoping to get at least 1 Mox. Nice. So play Mox and then... Go to discard. We actually didn't hit any reanimation targets, though. That's a little bit unfortunate. Discard Swamp, 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 Woe Strider, Probe, then 1 more. Maybe just a Wasteland. Oh, we just got another one too. Jeez. Alright, then Bone Shards. I think we're just going to Mind Twist them for 3 next turn. Of course, now we draw the Ashen Rider. Although we could just put Ashen Rider into play. That's probably better. So let's go land, Putrid Imp. Discard Ashen Rider. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Ashen Rider. It's like we're playing different formats right now. Discard Goldfan Dragon and Pia and Kieran Lar. Zealous Conscripts is a card we need to worry about a bit. Inquisition, do we want to play that? Yeah, let's Inquisition them. And then we can Recurring Nightmare them again to take them off of another land. Burst Lightning my face. Okay, that's an extremely weak line. Okay, no hits. That doesn't matter. We'll swing for 5. And then Recurring Nightmare back the Woe Strider. And then we have Corpse Dance to bring back Ashen Rider next turn if we want to. Stomp the Woe Strider, sure. I guess we'll just take 4. Strip Mine. So we can put them back down to 0 lands. Is there any way we lose from that position? Oh, wait. Corpse Dance actually doesn't work, unfortunately. We would need a Recurring Nightmare, but we can do that. Wait, can we just win, though? No. Oh, if the Woe Strider wasn't in the graveyard, we could win, because we could Corpse Dance and animate Mishra's Factory. But right now, we can't do that. We could just Mind Twist their hand. I don't think that's good, though. Okay, let's just go Recurring Nightmare to bring back Ashen Rider and Strip Mine, then put them down to 0 lands, and I don't think they can win from that position. Okay, so we block here, go down to 5. Now I think we just have lethal. We can kill the young well, okay, we actually risk dying if we take this line. We could kill the young Pyromancer with Murderous Rider, but then we go to 2, and if they have a Bolt as their last card, they could win. Alternatively, we could go Corpse Dance to bring back Woe Strider and animate Mishra's Factory, and I think that wins. If they have a burn spell, though, what happens? They burn the Factory, trade with a Woe Strider, and go to 1, and then they make another dude, and they have 3 guys, and they attack us, and then we lose if they top deck a burn spell. Oh, wait, no, we know their hand. Okay, yeah, we know their hand, so this is lethal. So go land, Corpse Dance, animate, and attack with everything. Alright, so pretty solid game 1 win over mostly mono red. I guess they're splashing white. Their deck looks pretty bad. They're just too expensive. Too many expensive cards. Iona seems good in this matchup. Inferno Titan seems good in this matchup. But we want removal spells too. And I think we want Hangerback Walker. Let's cut the probe. Bring in the Titan over Ashen Rider. And then one more cut. Maybe Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, Iona is good, but we don't have that many ways to actually bring it back. Just Recurring Nightmare. We could also go, like, play Iona and then play Makeshift Mannequin. But then we have to make some other considerations. Like, we could cut Corpse Dance and cut... What would be the last cut? Maybe just this. Yeah, let's run it like this. Snuff Out's a consideration as well, but paying 4 life is pretty bad in this matchup. Okay, this hand is less explosive than the last one, but it's definitely a keep. We can curve removal spell into removal spell into removal spell, and then use Bazaar to dig for a reanimation spell. We will keep. Relic of Progenitus. Okay, well, that's a scary card. It's not particularly good against our hand, though, so maybe this game will be able to play a bit more of a fair game. Runaway Steamkin. Okay, we're just going to kill that. There's the Recurring Nightmare, so we'll see if we ever get a chance to play that around their Relic. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's kind of annoying. So Fable of the Mirror Breaker will be a 2-for-1, but so is Murderous Rider. Splinter Twin. Whoa. Okay, I think I'm still going to Swift End the Goblin here. Cut off their mana, and then next turn we can play Chupacabra to kill the Beaumont Courier if we want to. It's not exactly what we wanted, but I will kill this. Okay. Now, they just don't really have that much going. Bergie. Okay, that's not too bad still. So let's play Mutavault. Murderous Rider. And now I guess they can't make a copy of Bergie because Bergie is legendary. We're getting to the point where we can just hardcast Grave Titan if we draw it. Hell Rider, alright. That's not that bad. Oh, wait, they can copy Hell Rider with a Reflections card and then swing with both. That's kind of bad. We're going to take some damage here. Okay, so let's double block the Bergie. So now we have a window, actually, where we can reanimate something if we find it. So let's draw 2, hopefully hit something big. We didn't hit something big, but we did hit Bone Shredder. So let's discard land, Putrid Imp. Then we'll play the Bone Shredder, and I think we want to hit Hellrider over the reflections, but it is kind of close. Then we'll play Pack Rat and swing for 2, and Pack Rat can win pretty easily through the Relic. And then if they pop the Relic because they're looking for some action, then we can just get the Reanimation Train going after that. Goblin Guide, then they can make a second copy of Goblin Guide. We'll Chump Block with a Bone Shredder. Mox Emerald on top. That's terrible. So do we want to be aggressive here? We can discard a thing, and then Mutavault will also pump the Pack Rat. We could also play Recurring Nightmare, but I don't think that's worth it. I think I just want to swing for 2 and then pass. They're really going hard on this Relic plan. I think they're just going to lose to our mid-range plan because they're trying too hard to fight our unfair plan. Faithless Looting, alright. Discarding 2 lands. All right, now I think we start getting aggressive. But I guess they can make an instant speed dude with this. Let's still get aggressive, though. So we'll attack with all 3 of these. Then they can block 1. I guess, no, let's just attack with just these 2. And we'll hit them for 3. They could also go for the double block, in which case we'll just make it a trade. Alright. I mean, the rats always win this battle eventually. The onus is on them to make something happen, not on us. Sulfuric Vortex helps us a lot. That was a pretty bad play. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't help us a lot. But, I mean, we're in a good spot. So we're going to go down to 8. Attack them with everything. Everything? Do we want to use Mutavault too? Well, if we were to go maximum aggression, all our Pack Rats are 5/5s. They chump block 2 Pack Rats with Goblin Guides, and they take 5, they take 9, go to 4. Let's leave back the Chupacabra and attack with everything else. Actually, maybe we just send everything. What do we die to if we do this? So if we attack with everything, they make a Goblin Guide. They block 2 Pack Rats. They take 9, go to 4, then they go to 2 in their upkeep. They're holding Reflection and 1 card in their hand. Then they could go Zealous Conscripts, steal something, and kill us. Okay, let's actually just attack with the rats then. We'll play it slow, we'll wait 1 more turn, and we'll win next turn. In which case we shouldn't have animated the Mutavault. I think this is probably the best line. Yep, that's fine. Then they double chump. Oh, they just single chump. Okay. Let's make another rat. All right, they go to 1. And then even if they hit Zealous Conscripts, we have a chump blocker. So I think we should be able to survive. Probably should have cracked that relic a long, long time ago. All right, sweet. So we take down round 1. Good start. We are 2-0, or 1-0, but a 2-0 in the 1. I'll see you in round 2. All right, we have our opponent for round 2. Currently 1-0 with Reanimator and looking to extend that winning streak. Good start. We're on the play against Borkin Ed. Borkin Ed. All right. I mean, yeah, I'll keep this hand where we can just hard cast Grave Titan on turn 4, and then if we ever find any combo pieces, that's good, of course. Playing against another Reanimator deck. All right. Let's go Swamp Pass, and we can Creeping Tar Pit their land on turn 1. Okay, Vampiric Tutor was a good draw. Let's cast Recurring Nightmare. And then we can upkeep Vampiric Tutor for a discard outlet and find Collective Brutality. So we want a way to discard a card. Is Brutality the best way? We could alternatively just get Putrid Imp. Oh, wait, no, we need Putrid Imp. Yeah, we need Putrid Imp for sure. So we'll take that. Draw it. Land. Imp. Discard. All right, sweet. So turn 3 Grave Titan. And then we have Recurring Nightmare to like loop Grave Titan potentially. Ancestral Recall. All right. They have a lot of cards in hand. We'll see if they can do anything with it. They can discard a hand size this turn and then bring back Massacre Worm on turn 4 potentially. Okay, they just pass. Go to discard. Pitching Massacre Worm and land is my guess. Yep. So let's go. Swing with everything. Wow. Okay, was not expecting that. That's pretty terrible. Yeah, we lose our Grave Titan now. Wow, that was very good. All right, so we are in pretty bad shape now. We can replay the massacre, the thing, but now we're really low. We have no gas. Like we need to top deck a creature, and they have a full grip and way more life. Wow, yeah, that was really good that they found the shallow grave. All right, I thought we were in good shape, but guess not. We're probably gonna lose this one. Necromancy to bring back our Grave Titan, and that's game. Pretty brutal there. All right, so we lose game 1 against Reanimator. Blue-black Reanimator. It seems so good, too. All right, do we want Iona? Probably not. I don't think we want Sword. I think we just run it back, basically. Yeah, let's submit like this. Massacre Worm is terrible against most of our deck. It sucks that it was a Grave Titan. If we had brought back, like, Grizzlebrand or Ashen Rider there, we'd definitely win. All right, on the play. Good hand. We'll keep it. Let's lead on Duress. They have a lot of reanimation spells. Jeez. Okay, do we want to take Shallow Grave? I don't think we take Liliana here. Yeah, I'll take the Shallow Grave. Exhume is a bit of a liability in this matchup. I'm not too afraid about that. We want to play our Mox Emerald around their Thieving Skydiver. Okay, so let's go for the main phase just in case we hit a Shallow Grave here. Okay, no Shallow Grave, but we can discard Grizzlebrand, Dark Ritual, Mox Emerald. Or just Wasteland, actually. Yeah, let's discard Wasteland. Then go double Mox, Recurring Nightmare. And then next turn we should be able to put Grizzlebrand into play. So they probably just go Island Pass this turn. Oh, they had the Mox Sapphire. That's kind of annoying. Oh, that's actually really annoying. Now they get to steal our Mox Jet. They keep on top decking the perfect card. Pretty brutal. Okay, let's loot looking for a creature that we can cast. Nice. So we play Pack Rat. Bring back Grizzlebrand and start drawing some cards. Alright. Land Putrid Imp to insulate us against Liliana. And I'm not even going to play the Probe here. I think life is actually pretty relevant. Let's just pass. Next turn, we can put Ashen Rider into the graveyard with Bazaar and then bring it back with Recurring Nightmare. So we're going to discard the Ashen Rider, and then if they have, if they play Exhume, we're fine. 2 Ashen Riders in the yard. So Exhume doesn't really do much. Okay, now do we want to pay 7 more life? I think we do. Yeah, let's do this. Collective Brutality is a great hit, so yeah, I mean, a lot of good hits there. So we do lose our thing, but now we're in a good spot. So we'll untap. Their last card is Satoru, which doesn't do anything. So let's go Swamp, Brutality for 2 modes to kill this and drain. Discarding land. Then we'll kill Liliana, hit them for 2. And do we want a main phase Vampiric Tutor for anything before we discard hand size? What would we want to draw? No, I'm just going to hold the Vampiric Tutor. We'll see. Oh, I guess I should have used Bazaar. Yeah, definitely should have used Bazaar. Slight misplay there. Sorry about that, but we're in an amazing position. Just discard 2 lands and a probe. Their deck is significantly less impressive when they don't draw Ancestral Recall. We'll just untap. Grave Titan, okay? So we can go land, Bone Shards, discarding a card. Hit them for 7. And then we'll Recurring Nightmare back the Grave Titan. And I'm actually going to sack the Ashen Rider to take them off of mana. I'm afraid of Hardcast Massacre Worm, so let's take out this. Alright, so we take down Reanimator in game 2. They really should have cut Exhume. I have no idea why they left that in their deck. Do we want to make any changes here? What are the reanimation targets that we've seen? Massacre Worm, and then Aura stuff. We haven't seen that much, actually. Bone Shredder's probably pretty bad. It's good against Thieving Skydiver, but that's really it. We could bring in a removal spell, but I think I like just bringing in another reanimation spell. Adding consistency there. Yeah, let's run it like this. Okay, we'll keep this hand. It's not very combo-y, but we can interact well. It's very soft to Ancestral Recall, so hopefully they don't have that. Inquisition you. Please don't play Ancestral in response. Nice. Okay, so let's discard Una's Prowler this turn, and then we'll hit the Liliana with the Duress. They can go Dark Ritual Liliana if they want to, and then we can just Bone Shards it. Alright. We'll go land, Duress you. They have a lot of beefy boys in their hand, but they're a long way away from casting them. We don't have much going either, though. We need to top deck something. Ponder. Hopefully they don't find Ancestral with that. They shuffled. Nice. Then land, Suspicious Stowaway. Okay, let's kill that. Alright, we'll play land and just cast our dude. We're not really doing much, but I guess we're interacting a lot. And that's pretty good against combo decks in general. We can start hitting for 4. So they play Dark Ritual Massacre Worm, not a problem at all. It does mean we're going to lose our discard outlet, but that's fine. Bazaar of Baghdad. That's interesting. Let's do that. Okay, do we want to get a Wishclaw Talisman? The problem is we don't have anything that could reanimate their Massacre Worm. Definitely discarding Probe. Definitely discarding Takanuma. And then the question is, do we want to keep Corpse Dance or Wishclaw? And I think we just keep the Corpse Dance. And keep digging. I don't want to give them the Wishclaw Talisman, so yeah, let's do this. So we get to look at 3 cards a turn, just digging for a reanimation target. Okay, more bricks, but we just get to keep moving through our deck while hitting them for 4. They can animate their Creeping Tar Pit to trade with one of these guys if they want to, and that's fine. Shallow Grave. Annoying. Alright, so we lost all our pressure. And they have Creeping Tarpei. They're going to exile their Masker Worm, though, now. So now their reanimation spells are dead. They're holding Ashen Rider and a Brick. And we just need to hit something. I mean, we're looking at 3 cards a turn. So we should be able to find something very soon. And if we get, like, Ashen Rider off the Corpse Dance, that probably wins. Grave Titan almost definitely wins. Do we hold this Chupacabra? No, I'm still just going to loot. I don't want to give them too much time. Okay. So we wanted to put the Chupacabra on top so that we can Corpse Dance for that if it comes down to that. And then now if we draw land, we'll escape Woe Strider, and if we draw any spell, we'll Bazaar again. Just still looking for one of our 4 reanimations. Oh, I guess we only have 3 reanimation cards. But one of our 3 reanimation cards. Gonti. Okay, that's just good enough to play. Let's just hardcast Gonti. Cryptic Command, fair enough. I think we're slightly ahead here, but I guess they have a lot of cards in hand. Reanimate my Gonti. Okay. That's actually pretty bad. They're likely to hit something good from us. They're down to 7, though. That's worth noting. So Corpse Dance, Grizzlebrand wins. Pack Rat, okay, that's fine. Brutal. All right, come on, give me something. I think I'm going to keep Shallow Grave because it plays around like Mana Leak or things better. This is actually insane. We've dug through so much of our deck without finding anything. I think this is our last turn. They discard the Ashen Rider. So we get 3 looks. Grizzlebrand wins. Ashen Rider could win. Scarab God. Okay, so yeah, we win if we draw. If we have Grizzlebrand in our top 3. There's an Ashen Rider. That's better than nothing. Nice. Oh no, but now we need to make sure we discard them in the right order. Okay. I'm going to pause the video quickly. I just want to make sure that I do this correctly. So I'm going to look this up to see if we can make sure we discard the Grizzlebrand last. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Okay. That search did not prove fruitful. I'm pretty sure if we click Ashen Rider, Recurring Nightmare, Grizzlebrand. I just did this with the Ravenous Chupacabra, and I'm pretty sure it should work this way. So we go Ashen Rider, Recurring Nightmare, Grizzlebrand, and Grizzlebrand should be the top card of the graveyard. Bummer. That sucks. That sucks so much. Wait, that's not... Oh. Very, very annoying. So, we should be able to win now, but now we die. So we can... Yeah. Shallow Grave. We would have killed them with a Grizzlebrand, but now we just bring back Ashen Rider, which isn't enough. And they can kill us on the next swing. So it doesn't matter because we exile this, but then they have that. So we die. Really, really frustrating. That should have been a win. In real life, this would be not a problem. I don't... Like, let me know in the comments if I screwed that up and I was supposed to click them in the other order. But yeah, that's like a loss that just absolutely should have been a win. If we discard the Grizzlebrand there. Yeah. I really don't like losing that way, especially when I'm recording, but it is what it is. So we're not going to be able to get the trophy officially, but we know that, we deserve the trophy if we can win the round 3. So hopefully we can pull that off. See you there. All right, we have our opponent for the finals. I'm going to consider this our play-in for the trophy, even though technically we're only 1-1. We're on the draw against Core Vampire. Ooh, no black lands. I think this is a keep though. Still, that's sort of hilarious that we're playing a monocolor deck with 4 mana sources and none of the right color. I'm just gonna go to discard and pitch the Griselbrand here. Who knows when we'll have another good opportunity to do this. If they're playing Reanimator, we're just gonna lose, and that is what it is. But now we can take a bunch of draw steps with this excellent card in the graveyard and just disrupt their mana. Alright, I'm going to kill the Rafine's Tower. Alright, we'll strip mine them. I think I'm just going to play the Bazaar here. Yeah, we'll just start looting, taking for a reanimation spell. Alright, let's discard Putrid Imp, Swamp, Grave Titan. So that time Grave Titan was the last one. So I think it's just random which order they go into the graveyard. I don't think they're and I don't think that's how Magic is supposed to be. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it makes sense for you to not be able to choose which order they go in there. Maybe that is just truly random. Again, let me know in the comments. But seems like you should be able to pick that. All right, let's loot. Discard Bone Shards, Swamp, Factory. And then we'll go Land, Duress. And then next turn we can go Dark Ritual Mind Twist to hit them pretty hard in the hand. Frantic Search and Response, okay. Whoa, and Burial Rites. That's a little scary. Okay, I don't think we could. Yeah, let's just take the Elspeth. And pass. Esper Sentinel. Okay, let's. So we can we take out their hand? We play Mutavault. Actually, I'm gonna let them draw a card off Esper Sentinel, and then they'll just discard an extra card at random. Actually, maybe that's worse because it lets them get closer to something big for Unburial Rites. So we can go Mutavault, Mox, pay 1 with the Mutavault. Yeah, okay. So play the Mox. Dark Ritual, Mind Twist you for 3. Okay, and now they're drawing the 2 cards they put on top with Brainstorm. We still don't really have anything going, but we have a full graveyard, so any reanimation spell we hit will be good. Okay, they just bring back Ophiomancer. I don't really care about that. Okay, let's just play Swamp and play Swift End to kill the Ophiomancer. And there's no, so we could Bazaar just to put 2 cards into the graveyard, but I don't think that's worth it because we want to keep a good creature on top of our deck for Corpse Dance or Shallow Grave. Okay, that's not very good. Let's just cast this. Monastery Mentor, okay. Bad draw, so we'll Bazaar. Do we want to play Pack Rat? I don't actually think that we do. Well, we're definitely going to discard these 3. And then the question is just whether we want to play Pack Rat or hold it in our hand so that we can Bazaar again next turn. And I think it's worth it to hold the Pack Rat. It's just not that effective on this board. And we want to keep Bazaar going. If we play the Pack Rat, we can't Bazaar next turn. We've had some weird draws where we just keep on Bazaaring and still don't hit what we need. We're drawing 3 cards a turn, though. So we should be able to find one of our reanimation spells soon. Bummer. Okay, that's really annoying. I don't think it was incorrect to hold the Pack Rat, but we did get punished there. They can hit us for 1, that's it. Alright, we'll pass. Set up for Bazaar next turn. So we have 3 reanimation spells. We've gone through over half of our deck. We also have 2 tutors, so we essentially have 5 reanimation spells. Okay. Finally hit the Shallow Grave. Oh, but it's going to be freaking... Oh my gosh, it's going to have the same thing. We might end up Shallow Grave and Gonti. That's such a terrible bug. At that point, I'm actually just going to discard the Shallow Grave, frustratingly enough, and just hardcast Gonti, which is a pretty good body to have on the board. But that's... Okay, so... Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like how that works. That it just, like, could be the wrong order. Okay, we take their Grave Titan. We're 2 lands away from being able to cast that. So now if we draw lands, I might just play the lands. But we could always just draw Necromancy, or Recurring Nightmare, and then easily win. Okay, I'm just going to play that because we have this Grave Titan waiting in the wings. What could they be holding in their hand? Maybe Counter Magic. Alright, time to start attacking. I have no idea what they're playing right now. So we should have attacked before playing the Grave Titan, of course. That just gave them information. Although, at the same time, whether or not the Grave Titan resolves is relevant for our decision about whether or not to attack. Sure. Him to Torok just to get a 1-1, sure. Our opponent's deck is very strange. Okay, let's probe first. Oh, that's fine. They do have snuff out. Oh, corpse dance. Okay, that's what we needed. We can just corpse dance through all of our cards now. So we'll start with a Gonti. Corpse dance with buyback. All right, we'll take their Metamorphose. And attack with everything. So they can snuff out their own Esper Sentinel here for the prowess triggers. And trade with the Grave Titan. But if they're trading off their board to kill our Grave Titan, that's fine. If this is their play, they also should have blocked the Monastery Mentor on one of the zombies. So that all happens. This is what the board looks like now. We get the Pack Rat back. We have Metamorphose available. You gotta like this position. Next turn, we can bring back Ashen Rider. Alright, let's play this for black. Chupacabra, good draw. Corpse Dance with buyback. I'm going to take out their Monastery Mentor. Alright, they take it all and just die. Okay, weird. They could have chump blocked. I think they were probably drawn dead, but maybe not. Okay, so we do get there eventually. Bazaar of Baghdad is the only reason we won that game. We drew through so many bricks in the middle before we finally hit our heavy hitters. Okay, so some sort of weird 5-color pseudo-reanimator deck. I think we want to just probably run back our main deck and be proactive. We could try and bring in... Maybe we need more reanimation spells. We could play Makeshift Mannequin. How good is Bone Shredder? It does kill... Yeah, I think... No, let's just run the main deck back. We don't need to be super linear all in on the combo. Okay, we'll keep this hand. If we draw a reanimation spell, we can cast it, and that will be great. Vampiric Tutor would be excellent. Bazaar. I think I will Bazaar on turn 1 here. And that was why, in case we hit Inquisition, so we'll discard that, and I think just the Bone Shards. Cast Mox, Inquisition you. Unfortunately, ooh, that's kind of annoying. Unfortunately, Grizzlebrand is on the bottom, so Corpse Dance is a lot worse than it should be. Okay, what do we want to take here? Probably the Signet. Yeah, I'll take the Signet. Scarab God is terrifying. It's very, very good against our deck, so we want to just delay them getting to that as long as possible. Let's Bazaar again. Discard. Land. I think I'm just going to discard... Well, actually, no. We can discard a Swamp here. Or do we discard Woe Strider? Yeah, let's discard Woe Strider and then go Strip Mine your island. It's a fairy. Okay, we can kill that with Murderous Rider. She's going to pass this turn. We might use Bazaar end of turn, but probably not. That's annoying. It's fine. Do we want to play Putrid Imp? It's actually not bad. It's a 2/2. But I think I'd still rather hold it for the Bazaar. There's a land tax. That's pretty good. So I'm going to take a draw step and not Bazaar end of turn. We're just going to Bazaar once. Gonti, good draw. So let's just play land. Gonti, take a look at what they have. Okay, let's take their Hymn to Torok, I think, because we want to hit their Scarab God. The problem is they're about to get a bunch of lands, so we might just make them discard the lands. But did they just not search? Oh, no, they got Mountain. Okay. Okay, that's not that good, unfortunately, because this Woe Strider, but we could... Alright, well, let's start by attacking Teferi. Lightning Helix. Okay, and then we're going to... I think it's probably best just to Hymn to Torok this turn. Yeah, let's do that. Discard on Burial Rites, Marsh Flats. And we will pass. Do we want to loot here? Yeah, I don't care that much about... Yeah, let's loot, actually. Just in case we find something. Okay, so we can discard... I mean, bad hits. That was not what we wanted. This. Yeah, let's do that. This deck would be way better if we had, like, one... Oh, they failed to find a basic land. Hilarious. This deck would be way better if we had just, like, the card Reanimate. Like, the fact that all our reanimation spells are like this kind of sucks. We didn't pass any that I can think of. But if we find Woe Strider, we can... If we find a land, we can escape Woe Strider and then cultivate us a good graveyard. That was a perfect draw. So let's do this. Exiling all these creatures that we don't want in the graveyard. And then we can take out some lands. So now Shallow Grave will bring back Ashen Rider. Much better. That's fine. They can use Sheldock Isle, though, so we'll see what they do. Oh, wait, no, they don't have the second blue source right now. Alright, next turn they can play the Scarab God, but we can... Actually, no, we cannot, we still can't Ashen Rider. Oh, they took... Wait, what? They have Recurring Nightmare? Such a weird deck. What is our opponent's deck doing? Okay, do we want to escape again? I think so. Do we want to loot first? No, let's just escape. And I think I even like getting the land down. We could also... There's a few options. We could also Murderous Rider, the Esper Sentinel. Oh no, we need to save Murderous Rider for the Scarab God. Wait, no. We could Murderous Rider, the Esper Sentinel, kill Teferi. No, that doesn't quite do it, because um, then we'll still have Woe Strider in the graveyard. So let's just go Woe Strider again. And the real question is if we play the land, and I think the answer is no. And then if their whole plan is just a hard cast Scarab God next turn, that doesn't do anything. We can Shallow Grave back the Ashen Rider. Woe Strider has been very good here. Worth noting. It's a card that I've sort of roasted a little bit, but pulling his weight here for sure. Not going to Bizarre end of turn. Okay, so let's go Shallow Grave, pay 1. Exile the Scarab God. Then we will kill Teferi and hit them for 5. And then let's play... Oh, they have Shellback Isle available. But let's play the Wishclaw and pass turn. So we have 2 more reanimation spells. We can search up Recurring Nightmare if we want to and get Grizzlebrand going. What's under the Shellback? This is the key thing of the game. Elspeth. Okay, that's not a problem. We can just kill that with Murderous Rider. They'll get some 1/1s. Don't care. So we could Wishclaw for Shallow Grave and kill the Elspeth that way. I think that's probably worth it. Or Corpse Dance, rather. I'm not going to buy back because my plan is to... I guess I will pay this. Yeah, okay. So now we want to hit a Mox and Recurring Nightmare this turn. We're going to draw at least 7 cards, probably more. So Elspeth and them. Alright, now let's draw some cards. Okay, good hits. So we can go... Now it's Bizarre. Discard. Not really a lot of stuff I'm super interested in. We're just going to Mind Twist them for 2 this turn. So we can discard Swamp, Dark Ritual, Duress. And then Swamp, Mind Twist you. Take out the last card. And now we have a full grip, so we can get Recurring Nightmare going. Or we have now exiled 2 of our big boys, but we still have a Grave Titan. Their deck has some pretty questionable things going on there. Like, Recurring Nightmare just doesn't make a lot of sense. If you match it, that's fine. So I'm going to start by... Oh, wait. Well, okay, now the recurring nightmare actually is kind of annoying. Unless we can kill all of their creatures. Which I don't think we're going to be able to do. How do we win this, actually? Just making huge rats? Probably. Yeah, so let's play Pack Rat. Play land and pass. And our plan is just going to be to make a huge board and win in one big swing. Okay, this is fine. We have multiple removal spells. I guess they have recurring nightmare. I mean, recurring nightmare. Right after I roasted it, it's doing a few things, but I still think we should be able to win from this position. You take Vampiric Tutor. So let's discard Takenuma. Yeah, let's discard Takenuma. And discard Ravenous Chupacabra. And then we can start looping Recurring Nightmare to kill their tokens. Okay, not actually going to play that this turn. Let's go Recurring Nightmare first. Pay the 1. Bring back Recurring Nightmare by sacking a goat. And these are the only things that that they can't return with the Recurring Nightmare, so we're going to go for that. And then do we want to replay Recurring Nightmare? We have nothing to bring back at the moment, but I think that is still correct. And I'm going to hold off on attacking for now. Well, I don't know. What happens if we just attack with everything? No, let's wait one more turn. We still have 4 cards in our library. We have a bit of time. Okay, so they do decide to use the Witchclaw Talisman. We'll see what they get. We have Murderous Rider to deal with any Planeswalkers. Grave Titan, okay, that doesn't matter. Well, I guess with the Recurring Nightmare it could. Okay, what's our plan here? How are we going to get through all this stuff? The minute a creature goes to the graveyard, they can start going off with the Recurring Nightmare. So we don't want any creatures in their graveyard if we can avoid it. Let's make a rat by discarding Grave Titan. Then sack Ravenous Chupacabra to return Grave Titan. Then Recurring Nightmare. Pay the 1. Return Ravenous Chupacabra, sacking a goat. We'll kill one of their zombies. And pass. Okay, then not attacking with the Grave Titan is good for us. So let's go discard Bone Shredder. Recurring Nightmare, pay 1. Return Bone Shredder by sacking Grave Titan. Play the land and pass turn. And then we're going to have 2 swings. We're going to attack next turn and the turn after. Which maybe means we wanted to leave Grave Titan. Yeah, we should have left Grave Titan in play. That was my bad. Weird and very complicated board state, of course. Time Twister. Okay. Well, Mind Twist was the best thing we could have hit there. We'll see what they can do. If they don't have anything big this turn, though, we can take out their entire hand. And now we have, like, this engine is way more powerful than whatever they can do. So as long as we can get enough time for that to continue to spiral. Brawl. Weird. Their deck is very strange. Alright, we'll chump block here. This Recurring Nightmare is honestly a huge problem, though, now. It wasn't earlier, but it's become good. So, if we Mind Twist our hand, then we're very likely to give them a creature. Let's start with a Duress and just see what they have. Manamorphose, fair enough. Sure. None of this stuff matters at all. This is, like, completely irrelevant to the game. These, like, random burn spells. Okay, a bunch more stuff that attacks, or that brings stuff back from the graveyard. Mind Twist you for 2. We will make a rat, destroying the Grave Titan. Then Recurring Nightmare, bring back Grave Titan. And we'll sack Chupacabra. Okay, so they can replay Recurring Nightmare 3 times. Yeah, let's just pass again. Very, very strange game. So they're getting 2 zombies a turn, but we're getting more than that. So let's block here, and then sack it to scry 1. Strip Mine is pretty good, actually. They only have 3 black sources, so we can put them down to 2. So we'll play Recurring Nightmare. Pay the 1. And we're going to start going through their tokens. So we'll sack their Grave Titan to bring back Chupacabra. Kill a Monk. Play Strip Mine. Play Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Grave Titan by sacking Chupacabra. Then let's replay Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Chupacabra, sacking a zombie. We'll kill one of their zombies. Let's strip mine a black source. And we'll pass turn. What a wild game. I think we're in a good spot, though. Teferi. Okay, we'll see what they do with that. The fact that we can't let a creature die is the thing that makes this situation so weird. And I'm pretty sure that I'm correct in thinking that it would be bad for us if a creature died. Bottom of that, so we can find Murderous Rider. Hopefully they just plus the Teferi, but they're probably going to minus. They bounce their Grave Titan. They can't... Oh, no, they can recast it. Okay. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Recurring Nightmare. Pay 1. Revive Bone Shredder, sacking Grave Titan. Kill one of the monks. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Grave Titan, sacking Chupacabra. So weird. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Chupacabra, sacking Grave Titan. And then I'm just going to Dark Ritual to do this again. Dark Ritual. Grave Titan. Or this. Bring back Grave Titan. Sacking Chupacabra. Pass. I think our Wasteland is gone, right? Yeah, it's in exile, unfortunately. So we don't have a clean way to take them down to 1 black source. Whoops. Block this. I mean, it doesn't matter. Well, sure. Time is a bit of an issue because this is only game 2. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back the Choop. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back the Titan. Recurring Nightmare. Bring back the Choop. And then we're going to want to spend 1 turn making a bunch more rats. And then probably try and win in 2 attack steps. Hopefully they don't have another fetchable black source. So sack this. Takanuma, sure. We're just going to be playing that, of course. Then 1 more turn to set up. we want to have Grave Titan play for next turn, so let's definitely at least make sure we can do that. Bring back Titan. Then we have 7 mana. I will just play this. And then pass, and we're going to make 2 rats end of turn. This is such a strange game. Alright, yeah, we're going to make 2 rats and animate both of our lands and attack with everything, and they're going to have to block a lot of things. Is there any risk of us dying in the backswing? Yeah. But we gotta make something happen here. In the interest of time, I'm not gonna set. Actually, I'll just take. No. Actually, yeah. Let's block here. Yep. Then we'll make a few more rats. Unholy Heat targeting. Is this our Grave Titan? Wait. Oh, they killed their own Ophiomancer. All right. They. Okay. So now is the time. Let's just make our rats, and then F6 and let them do whatever they do. But I think we're. Yeah, that is probably gonna be enough to win. What a strange game. We have all these rats, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. So this turn we're going to actually go for the creatures we care about when we mess with them, but they just have so many zombies. I think that's too many zombies for us. We have 2 attacks to kill them. I also, yeah, the fact that they're making monks too makes it even worse. Yeah, I think we're going to lose unless they do something, unless they mess up, essentially. But it's a complicated enough board that they could definitely mess up. So yet another recurring nightmare. What a board. I know I'm going to be blocking some of this, but I just need to be able to see. So I'm going to do this. Sorry. Okay, so let's play Corpse Dance. I'm just going to let them draw a card, honestly. I don't think that actually matters at this point. Bring back Chupacabra to kill Grave Titan. Recurring Nightmare. To bring back, actually, no, let's just attack now. Animate. Swing with everything. Alright, now we'll see how they block. They should be able to make this, they should be fine here, but we'll see. All these 9/9 rats coming in. This is just truly ridiculous. Alright, so all that happens. Poor Magic Online. In order for those, we get our Vampire Tutor back. Not that that matters, of course. I mean, I guess it's another rat for next turn if we want it. Now let's bring back the Bone Shredder, sacking the guy that's going to get exiled. Kill their mentor. And pass turn. And now we have a pretty solid board position and one more attack step to win. The problem is they can now just get a bunch of zombies. Wait. What are you doing, opponent? What are you doing? Do not attack here. This makes no sense. I'll chump block here because we're not going to be using that either way. But this is a terrible, terrible attack. Our life total doesn't matter. We need to win on our next attack. I guess the plan is just to sacrifice all of these. Fair enough, but the attack does nothing. Okay. So they're going to pass back, and it's our last turn. They have a lot of blockers, but we can kill a decent number of them. I hope our last card's land, but I don't remember. Okay, so I think that helps us. So we'll play Recurring Nightmare. Bring back Chupacabra, sacking it 2-2. Then we'll kill the Monastery Mentor. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter if the last card was land or not. Fatal Push a rat. Fair enough. Then Recurring Nightmare. Kill another blocker. And attack with everything and hope this is good enough. I don't think it is, but maybe. And then this is gonna, if assuming they win, which I think will happen here, it's gonna be like a weird speed game in the finals, which I don't love for the last game, but it is what it is. Yeah, actually the fatal push is what did it. They would have died without the fatal push. Huh. Okay. Bizarre. Truly, truly bizarre. Alright, let's pull up the deck list. So we went 5-2. We should have went 6-1. That one game, that's still annoying to me. So again, we were supposed to Shallow Grave Grizzlebrand. They were at 7. Instead, we discarded the Ashen Rider, which just happened to be on top, and then we hit them for 5, and so they survived at 2. Then after that, we just had the wildest finals ever. That was just a really, really strange league. One of the strangest leagues I've ever played. But a lot of fun, a lot of very interesting and convoluted games, a lot of bizarre Baghdading. This was like a sort of funny reanimation deck because we had 2 Moxen, a great mana base, Bizarre, Dark Ritual, but then we had just like no reanimation spells, or not great ones. We didn't have Reanimate, didn't have Exhume, didn't have Animate Dead, didn't have Necromancy, which are the main sort of go-to reanimation spells. Yeah, we were able to piece it together for 5 wins. But just a really weird deck and a weird league, but a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. And I'll see you next time.